You still wake up every morning with that familiar tightness in your chest. The voice inside your head starts before your feet hit the floor. Did I respond to that email? What will they think of my presentation? Am I falling behind everyone else? The weight of others' judgments follows you like a shadow. I spent years living this way. The mental scoreboard tracking approvals and disapprovals dominated my decisions. I chose careers, relationships, and even weekend plans based on what would impress others. This constant performance is exhausting. The need for external validation becomes an addiction that's never satisfied. Society trains us to seek approval from childhood. Good job, stickers, social media likes, performance reviews. Our worth becomes measured by others' opinions. Yet this path leads nowhere but anxiety. The true burden isn't what others think, it's what we imagine they think. We create fictional judgments in our minds, then feel crushed by our own creation. Ryan Holiday, in his book, Ego is the Enemy, points out how our fixation on external validation creates a fragile sense of self. We become dependent on conditions we cannot control. What's the thing to stop? Seeking validation from others. The energy wasted in this pursuit is staggering. Think about recent decisions you've made. How many were influenced by potential judgment? That outfit you wore despite discomfort. The opinion you kept quiet at work. The authentic parts of yourself you've hidden. This external focus creates a fragmented life. Who you actually are versus who you pretend to be. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." This paradox has trapped humans for centuries. The shift begins with a simple question: who am I trying to impress, and why? The answer reveals uncomfortable truths. Often, we seek approval from people whose opinions wouldn't matter if we weren't insecure about something. We chase validation from those who haven't earned the right to judge us. Dr. Brené Brown's research shows that people who find true belonging don't seek approval. They cultivate the courage to stand apart when necessary. Authenticity becomes their priority over acceptance. Your attempts to manage others' perceptions create walls. Behind these walls, real connection becomes impossible. People fall in love with facades, not real humans. The psychological toll is measurable. Studies from the American Psychological Association link validation-seeking behavior to increased anxiety, depression, and diminished self-worth. The constant worry about judgment activates stress responses that damage physical health over time. My turning point came after a promotion I'd chased for years. Standing in my new corner office, I realized I felt nothing. The achievement meant little because it wasn't actually mine. It belonged to the person I pretended to be. Alfred Adler, a founding father of modern psychology, described this as the courage to be disliked. His revolutionary idea suggests that true freedom comes from accepting that not everyone will approve of your choices, and that's perfectly fine. What makes this realization so powerful is how it simplifies life. Decisions become clearer when filtered through one question: is this true to me? Rather than, what will they think? The path forward isn't about becoming selfish or ignoring feedback. It's about reclaiming your authority over your own life. Start small. Notice when you're making choices based on imagined judgments. Simply becoming aware breaks the automatic pattern. Pay attention to your language. I should often signals external expectations rather than authentic desires. Replace it with I want or I choose, and notice what changes. Create boundaries with people who reinforce your validation-seeking patterns. Some relationships thrive on your need for approval. Practice saying no without explanation. You don't owe justifications for authentic choices. Expose yourself gradually to the discomfort of potential disapproval. Start with low-risk situations and build tolerance. The changes that follow can seem miraculous. Energy previously spent managing perceptions becomes available for creation and connection. Relationships deepen because authentic people attract authentic connections. The comedian Dave Chappelle walked away from $50 million when he realized his work was being shaped by others' expectations rather than his truth. Years later, he returned on his own terms to create his most powerful work. Alan Watts captured this transformation perfectly. The meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain and so obvious and so simple. And yet, everybody rushes around in a great panic as if it were necessary to achieve something beyond themselves. Freedom comes not from controlling what others think, but from releasing the need to control it at all. The world needs your authentic voice, not another echo. Your unique perspective matters more than your ability to blend in. This shift doesn't happen overnight. Old habits of people-pleasing and approval-seeking have deep roots. You'll slip back into familiar patterns. Progress isn't linear. The real test comes when you face genuine criticism. Not everyone will understand or support your authentic choices. Some will react negatively to the changes they see in you. Remember that their reactions reveal their limitations, not yours. Viktor Frankl, in his classic, Man's Search for Meaning, reminds us that while we cannot control our circumstances, we always retain the freedom to choose our response. This internal locus of control becomes your foundation. The rewards of this shift extend beyond personal peace. When you stop performing, you give others permission to drop their axe too. Authenticity creates ripples. The psychologist Carl Jung noted that the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. This privilege is available to anyone brave enough to claim it. Your fear of judgment has kept you small. It has robbed the world of your gifts. It has prevented you from living fully in each moment. Stop seeking validation and watch your life transform. Not into something perfect, but into something true. The next time that familiar anxiety rises, when you worry about saying the wrong thing or making a choice others might question, pause. Remember that you're not here to meet expectations. You're here to live authentically. And in that authenticity lies everything you've been searching for.